Hey guys, welcome back to the NFL Pick 6 Show, Week 14 edition. Last week was not our best performance, let me tell you.
Hey, I went 4-1, and we went 3-2 on the show. Somebody went 1-4, but we won't have to talk.
I was on vacation though.
You were on vacation.
So
you were kind of here in spirit.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. But not our best week, but it's all right. Hopefully we can do a little bit better this week.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of my best weeks, so I think I feel good about that.
All right.
And we went 3-2. We were above 500 for our show, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. Let's get a 4-1 as a
Nolan's back
team.
And ready to go. He's not mailing it in this week, so it's going to rock.
All right. Let's get right into it. Why don't you start off?
I'll lead it off. All right, my first pick, I've got Philadelphia at home, -12 against the Carolina Panthers. So there's a method to my madness. The reason I like this, one, everybody knows the Philadelphia Eagles are performing great right now. Carolina's overperforming a little bit, in my opinion. And the Philadelphia Eagles really have something to play for all of a sudden. I think they've set their sights on that number one position. And I think they've seen the Lions' remaining schedule, and it's not easy at all. And I think they're eyeing that one spot. And I think they're going to come out there and just pound the Carolina Panthers. I don't even know if the Carolina Panthers score on them.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're going to pound them. I think this is going to be we're at home, we're going to run it up and show everybody in the country that we're the number one team in the NFC. Statement game.
I don't know. I just feel like it could be one of those 24-14 kind of games.
Oh, my goodness. See, I think everybody's bought into the Carolina Panthers, and I think this is the week when everybody goes, oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not completely against it, but I'm just saying, I feel like it could be one of those low-scoring games where Philadelphia plays down.
Yep.
I don't hate it.
Good.
But I don't know. That kind of scares me. Good teams playing down to bad teams. I know Bryce Young is playing great football right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Philly coming home.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at home against Carolina, I think this is a statement game for their fans.
All right.
We're on the mission for the 1 seed.
All right. Well, my first pick is the Bucks -6.5 at home against the Raiders. Bucks almost lost to Carolina.
Yeah.
Baker needs to step it up a little bit. Las Vegas, I'm just not seeing anything from them. They're just kind of that Raiders team. I think this is a pretty easy pick. Baker, you know, hasn't been performing as well as he was, but I think this is going to be just they're at home and they come down, just kill Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, this is the next pick on my board, so I don't disagree with you. Evans back, and their running back is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, Bucky Irving.
Yeah, and they're coming home off of either a 2 or 3 game road trip. They're back home, settle in. The Raiders have nothing to play for.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this pick.
Yeah, I did too. And honestly, Vegas needs to lose out. They need to tank for a quarterback.
Yeah,
they have to. So I think they just need to lose out.
Yeah, I like this pick a lot.
All right.
So I'm in totally.
All right, so we got one on the board.
We got one on the board.
All right.
All right, my next pick, since you took my Tampa Bay, is Miami at home -6 against the New York Jets. I think that the Jets have completely imploded as a franchise.
Okay.
They had that game in their sights last week. Completely blew it at the end. They're just done. They're in so much disarray. Yeah. Miami is feeling it a little bit. I think Miami at home against a snow team, that's always the trick. You know, everybody comes down and parties, you know, in Miami, the good weather, everything like that. And especially when your team's in complete disarray, you're going to go down there not thinking about the game. You're going to go thinking about a quick little vacation out of the snow. And I think Miami takes care of business big time.
So I like this pick. I actually almost put it on my board, but then I just saw something saying how Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in New York.
Yeah. Well, that's probably because he's getting so much flack for saying he was going to leave.
So, I don't know. Maybe this is like I think Miami's going to cover, but I just want to like throw that out there. Like he could be coming out like, hey, I got to kind of prove myself a little bit.
Yeah, I think that game was last week.
Okay.
Everybody, I don't know if you saw the line move on the Jets game last week, but they were +2.5, I believe, and I was super interested. I'm actually ended up taking the Jets, which burned me, but they went off, I think, at -1.5. I mean, that's how much money came in on the Jets last week. for I think the exact same reason. I think everybody was like, this is Rodgers going to have to prove it after all this controversy. He's just done, I think. I think that team is in total disarray. And their defense doesn't even look good, and it's their main thing. I think Miami puts a little whooping on them.
All right, I don't hate this pick, actually, so this is one that if we can't figure it out, we can put that one on the board for sure. For our next pick, I have the Rams plus 4.5 at home against Buffalo. The Rams and Buffalo, when they play each other, it's always a close game. It's always a fantastic game. And Buffalo is playing real hot right now. This is the team I think they're going to drop a game to. Stafford and the Rams always play Buffalo really well. Buffalo usually comes out with the win, but I don't think that's going to be the case this time because they're just too high on their heads right now. So
yeah, no, I love this pick. This is actually my first one that didn't make the board that almost did. I love them plus 4.5. I actually like them on the money line to win the game outright.
Yeah, I do too.
I do think this is a trap game for Buffalo. Riding high, traveling to the West Coast from the East Coast after a snow game against the Niners. Yes, the Niners didn't perform well.
Yeah.
But that was a cold, still tough game, even though they beat them 35-10.
Yeah.
Now it's a late night, Sunday night game. They got to get on the plane, travel out of the snow all the way to the West Coast, and then play the Rams who are sitting there waiting for them.
Yep.
I like the Rams in this game. I love it. Plus 1.5. So you're going to be able to twist my arm and get that on the board since it was almost on mine.
All right, perfect.
All right, next. Love this pick. It's Arizona minus 2.5 at home against Seattle.
I had this on my board as well.
Okay, Arizona smells blood in the water at this point. They've got to do it, right?
Yep.
Seattle took care of them, 2 weeks ago, which I thought was a lot of luck in that game.
I did too.
Arizona has lost multiple games in a row where they've outstatted everybody and should have won the game and just had some bad luck.
Yeah, Arizona needs to do something here quickly because the Rams and Seattle are right there, and if they don't...
Yeah, I think at home they take care of business against the Seattle team.
I agree.
It's a revenge game for them. They're coming into their territory.
Yep.
I like them a lot.
I did too. Yeah, I think this is a perfect pick, so I'm glad we both agree on this.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it could go up to 3.5 in the competition because I think everybody's going to be on Arizona, but hopefully it stays at 2.5.
Yeah. All right, for our next pick, this one, it's a little...
Okay, my next one's a little weird too.
Okay, so I have Tennessee minus 3.5 at home against Jacksonville.
Okay, that's a little terrifying, but again.
I know it's a divisional game.
Yep.
Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, concussion. He's not going to play.
Yep.
I don't think Tennessee is actually terrible.
I don't either. I mean, if they didn't turn the ball over every possession, they'd be a pretty good team.
Yeah, and I think this is a team that they can go out and not do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And because they've proven they can put up points. I think this is a good game for them to get a win. So I don't know. I like Tennessee. I think they're gonna come. I think they're gonna win this game by 10 plus points. Mac Jones, I saw him play and he just looked horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this game. The only problem with this game for me
is you're taking a bad team.
Well, not only that, but this game always seems to land on 3 points. These Houston, Jacksonville,
the AFC South,
Tennessee games, for some reason,
and the Colts.
They're 2 3-point games. So that's the only reason the 3.5 scares me. But yes, I mean, and the fact that neither one of them has anything to play for.
Yeah.
It just
well,
scares
those
me
are always high-scoring games.
No, totally, but it just scares me that it ends up being a 3-point game.
Yeah,
that's all I can do.
I could see this going like 42-35 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be extremely high-scoring. At least, honestly, I don't know if Jacksonville is putting up 35 points, but I think
Tennessee turns it over 4 times a game.
I think Tennessee's going to put up like 35, 42 points, something like that. So.
Okay. Well, I don't love it because of the hook on this one, but if I had to take a team.
Well, we have other games we can put in there. So.
All right, my last crazy pick. I'm actually going to take the Monday night game. I like Dallas at home plus 5.5 against Cincinnati, and there's a reason why.
Okay, because I have Cincinnati minus 5.5 at Dallas.
So I had Dallas on Thanksgiving, which covered. I liked them in that game. They have a little bit of energy back. After that Washington game where with the Berserko last 4 minutes, the last 2 weeks that Dallas has really shown some energy, even though they're a bad team, which I like. Now they're at home. Cincinnati had a complete dream crusher last week. Their season is done. They're over. They all don't believe anymore. So teams after that happen tend to just down.
I just Cincinnati's such a powerhouse on offense still.
They are, and I was all over them last week because your pick, right? And I liked them against the Steelers. And I thought first half, I thought, oh man, they're scoring every drive. And then it was just like Steelers got ahead and they started to just melt away. And I think they're just going to continue melting. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't put up 14 points.
Wow.
Yeah, I see a Dallas coming in there and pushing them around.
I
like Dallas on the money line in this game.
I don't think I could take
I think
Dallas.
Cincinnati is done.
I don't think I could take Dallas. Dallas, to me, the only game I can think of where they played decent was that Washington game, and they didn't even play that good. Cincinnati, I think they've played great all year, and they've just been unlucky.
Yeah, but there's something that happens when you realize your year's done. You know, like,
yeah,
it's hard to go in there and be like, I'm just as confident. You know, you just go, ugh.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
it is Monday Night Football, so people want to perform.
I don't even think they can. Even if they win out, I don't even know if they can make the playoffs. I don't know. They could, because they'd be 9-8, and usually 9-8 team can make the playoffs at least one.
Yeah, in the AFC, I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
I mean, after looking at them today, they're in the 10th spot behind. Miami, and there's another team in there that they're right behind. Maybe it's the Browns.
All right, well, what do we agree on?
We have Arizona.
Okay.
We have the Bucks.
Okay.
I like Miami.
Okay.
The Rams.
Yeah, I'll willing to put that on.
And then
that's 4, so we would just need a 5th.
So I have Tennessee -3.5 and Cincinnati -5.5.
Okay. Definitely can't touch the Cincinnati game because I'm just so on the other side of that one.
Okay.
And then I also have Philly -12, but I know you like Carolina in that.
I'm not. I see where you're coming from. The only thing that concerns me is Philadelphia plays down and Bryce Young continues having decent games. I'm not completely against it. I'd say if you're more comfortable with the Philly pick over the Tennessee pick, then I'm fine taking the Philly pick because I'm like on the same. I'm on the same with them. So like.
Okay. Well, my board's going 5-0 this week. I'm very confident in that.
Okay.
So I'm totally down to do that.
All right. So we have the Bucks -6.5.
Yep.
Rams +4.5.
Yep.
Arizona -2.5.
Yep. Miami -6.
Yep.
And Philly at home -12.
All right. That seems like a pretty good card.
It's a solid card.
And then parlay of the week. What are we gonna hit them with?
Yeah, we just missed last week
Really?
on Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I gave out under on Detroit game, right, which hit only because Chicago sucks and can't figure out how to kick a field goal, but it hit. Under on that, Cowboys -3.5, which hit. And then unfortunately we took the fish. We were both on Miami and they just did not perform. But man, 2 out of 3 legs at least. If you did ride our Thanksgiving parlay, you got to enjoy it all day until the last game, rather than being out in the beginning.
Yeah.
So there was that.
So what are we gonna give them this week? 2, 3, or 2-teamer, 3-teamer, 10-teamer?
Let's just do.
What if we just put all our picks? Boom.
Yeah, there you go. I said I'm going 5-0, so that's about what pays 22-1. So if anybody wants to roll my card, that's a great run. But I don't know. Let's do a little 2-teamer this week.
All right. I think we should give them Bucks -6.5. We both seem to like that one.
Okay, and Arizona?
Arizona -2.5. Yeah.
Arizona? Okay.
Yeah, I like those 2 games. I think those are our 2 favorite ones, if I'm guessing correctly.
Yep.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. So we're gonna give you guys the Bucks -6.5 at home.
At home
against
-6.5.
At home -6.5.
And Arizona -2.5, also at home.
Yep.
Against Seattle.
Yeah. All right. I like that. I like the card. Like the parlay. I think they're all gonna do great this week.
Yeah, it's a solid week.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is gonna wrap up our Week 14 show. Make sure to go like and subscribe and hit that post notification bell.
Bing.
And also, go check out our Instagram, Friday Finals, Told You Tuesdays, things like that. And until then,
have fun burning your books.